Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, yesterday was Father's Day, and I had my gifts. And actually, today's video, I'm going to be showing off one of those gifts. I'm going to look into it a little deeper because I kind of want to, so I figured why not put it on camera. I know I said I was going to make a video today for based on a concert I went to yesterday, but honestly, I couldn't get all the editing done, and it's getting late, and I gotta get to bed. So that one will probably come out maybe tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. It will happen, but it's gonna be later than expected. But today, what I wanted to look at is this film, this 4K that my wife and kids got me for Father's Day, which I'm very excited about, and that is Matinee. For a time, John Goodman was actually my favorite actor of all time. I still love him. I still think he's great. I still think he's wonderful and still one of the best and somehow underrated. I mean, I feel like we all know him, but I still feel like he's underrated. He in terms of like awards recognition, especially. I mean, he has done so many wonderful things that has just like uh, just never made it. I mean, just think of him in The Big Lebowski. I mean, that should have just been a win for him. I mean, I don't know. I have to think of who else was nominated, which I can't right now. But I mean, he's wonderful in that movie. He's wonderful in so many things. I love him in Raising Arizona. Honestly, anytime the Coen brothers put him in something, he probably should have been nominated, right? He's so good. King Ralph, for crying out loud. Speaking of, I need to get King Ralph because I get all those monarchy movies, add them to my collection. So I should get King Ralph. But anyway, this is the movie we are here to talk about. This is something that I have not seen since I was young, like when it was first hitting Cinemax. I always say movie channels just to cover my bases because we always had Cinemax, but sometimes we had HBO. But I feel like usually if I say I watch something on a movie channel, it was probably Cinemax. Although my aunt had HBO, so I was watching a lot of stuff over there too. So, but anyway, my memories of this are at my house, so most likely when I watched this, it was on Cinemax. Um, but yeah, I love this poster. Walking past the VHS is great, and here we have that original poster here. On this 4K slipcover. And I like to jump into this. I want to take a look at some of the special features. I've been reading up on what people think of this release, and it looks like that the 4K, or sorry, yeah, the 4K does not have sort of a collection of everything that's ever been put out, because on the laser disc, now I could be getting this wrong, but from what I understand, the laser disc actually has a black and white preview of Mant, like a trailer for the movie Mant, which is in this movie. So the movie Mant is in this movie. So actually, you might see the ant right there, right? And that's on the laser disc. And it doesn't look like it does seem like what everybody's saying is true. That I don't see anything about a trailer for Mant on here on disc 1 or disc 2. So disc 1 is the 4K, disc 2 is the Blu-ray. Yeah, and I'm not seeing anything for Mant. But what this does have, the 4K restoration, approved by Joe Dante, who did Gremlins. What else did he do? Did he do well, did he do the first Captain America? Maybe I'm wrong on that. I can't remember. Did he do Jurassic Park 3? I feel like I'm maybe mixing directors right now. Did Gremlins though, right? But anyway, let's keep going here. New audio commentary with film critics Drew McWeeny. Oh, I follow him on Twitter. He used to write for HitFix. And Eric Vespa. So speaking of critics, both Ebert and I almost said Roper because if I start with Ebert, both Siskel and Ebert, film critics, Roger Ebert, featured right here, gave this film 2 thumbs up. They both liked the movie, which I think is awesome. And then the Blu-ray, I believe, is the same Blu-ray that they put out before. So this movie has been released on Shout as far as I can recall, and it's just the same material. So if you have the Blu-ray, you have all of this. So it's sort of like a double dip in a way. But I don't have the Blu-ray one. But look into that. Make sure. I could be incorrect on that. As far as I know, that is the case. But this is the slipcase right here. All right, so let's dig in to this. Just kind of want to take a look inside, check to see if there's disc art. You know, take a look at that. What does it say in there? Is there a special golden ticket to maybe a premiere of Mant? Mant! There have been all sorts of scientific studies from credible journals that say this could happen. Okay, so when you think of John Goodman in this movie, think of like Hitchcock, kind of. Hitchcock wasn't this kitschy, so I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, maybe Ed Wood or something, I don't know, but he's like a film producer who like has these gags that that is sort of an aim to get people going to see his movies, makes them extra special. It's kind of like, you know, when Avatar happened and then everything became 3D. That's sort of what he's doing. He's putting buzzers in the seats. He's having like 3D elements happen in terms of like people running through the aisles and things like that. And, you know, hoping to fill the seats, creating these, like, this is actually, I think, something that Hitchcock did, maybe signing forms before you see the movie, you know, that they're not responsible if you know, are scared to death and stuff like that. But let's see what we got in here. Okay, some disc art. There we go. Looks like we have some scared individuals right here. And then, oh, Mant right here with, I think that's maybe the doctor or the scientist or something. Right there, do you see Mant? Here's both of them together. I think that's pretty awesome. Cool. That looks sharp, I think, with the black on top. Goes well with his suit, which I think is black. Maybe it's blue, but I don't know. It looks nice there. That stripe there. I like this dark stripe right here and how that's echoed up here. I love that. And then here, of course, you know, it says Shout Select. Okay, so this was a pre-order. Did I show you the back? Mant. So this is a pre-order, and with that came the poster. So I'm very excited about that. First I got to get a frame for it and then hang it somewhere. I'm running out of wall space because this also functions as my studio. So I don't know. I may have to, creep in, painting studio. I may have to creep in on some other section of the house to hang Matinee. Oh, dang. Cardboard. All right. Poster. Gotta take this little sleeve, what would you call that? Take that off. If I can. Let's give that another shot. Loosen that up. There we go. What's going on here? Oh, it goes in. Good thing I took a closer look at this. So this is my first time getting a poster with Shout. I've never done this before. I don't even have many things by them. I think Dragnet was the first Shout Factory thing I ever bought because I grew up on that movie. Love it. But I did that like well after it was released. I don't know if they had a poster for it or not. Perhaps they did. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm giving you the first look. Now it's my turn. I'm looking at my screen, but in real life, here we go. Wow. Look at that. Everybody needs a giant John Goodman on their wall. He looks great. Oh my goodness. Does anybody know who the artist is for this? I was looking it up, and I can't necessarily find who like did the painting. I don't know who did that, the illustration. Oh wow, look at the brush strokes and the clouds. Can you see that? Oh wow, that is cool. Oh man, I love it. Yes. Mant. Half man, half ant. All terror. Lawrence Woolsey in person. Wow. Look at that. Are you able to see it? I know I have some glares going on. Look at that true love in the middle. People just running out of the theater. Are you able to see those brush strokes I was talking about earlier? How can I get those on screen? Check it out. Matinee, there's that Mant. John Goodman proudly presents. Look at it. Wow. This is wonderful. I love this. Okay. So yeah, I gotta find a place to put that. Where I'm gonna put it, I don't know. But I'd like a frame for it. Keep it in some nice pristine condition. Anyway, my question to you is, what do you think of Matinee? Did you like it as a kid? Did you not like it as a kid? Did you see it as an adult? What are your thoughts on it? Did you grow up during the Cuban Missile Crisis when this takes place and remember films like this? When TVs were sort of replacing theaters, just like streaming services right now, and theaters were like, well shoot, people are at home watching TV, how are we going to get those butts in the seats? I know, we'll put buzzers on the seats and then buzz those butts. And that's sort of what he's doing. He's like, how can I turn the movie-going experience into something fun and exciting? And yeah, that was some, some of the gimmicks that they were doing at the time. 3D, smell-o-vision, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, really cool movie, sort of pointing out an era and sort of, just like parodying it, I guess, a little bit. Yeah. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on Matinee. Did you order this? Did you pick this up? Have you screened it yet? Is it a good transfer? All of that. Thank you so much for watching, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.